What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Incubus. Yes, indeed. Incubus Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Amasaic, and this is actually one of Amasaic's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Amasaic. I hope you enjoy the show. Amasaic wanted to see me react to this song by Incubus called A Certain Shade of Green. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Newfound Recordings, okay? And the video has 677,957 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Incubus, A Certain Shade of Green. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Certain shade of green. Tell me, shadow, what do you need? All signs around say move ahead. Someone please explain to me your ever-present lack of speed. I am so bound by ropes. All the grudges cloudy all day. My sources say the road is clear. Street signs point the way. You can stand around till 12, 80. What are you waiting for? A certain shade of green. I think I can agree watching you procrastinate. What are you waiting for? A certain shade of green. It's an invitation. Signs you now lose it all. Sedate your hesitation. Hold back.
Okay. Couple of things. Number one, when the song started off, it was everything was panned hard right. And I'm sitting there going, is this all gonna be in the right ear and nothing in the left? I'm not gonna lie, I felt I got very anxious all of a sudden. I was like, please no. And then luckily the left ear kicked in. So okay, whew, big sigh of relief there. It's got a good groove. I like the feeling of the groove. The bass line in this is nice. It's very noticeable. It's up front. It's kind of the driving force behind the song, if I'm being honest, which I dig. I absolutely dig that. It sounds like he's doing a slap bass, but I don't know. It sounds a little percussive too. Like maybe it's pick. It's either slapping or it's pick. I can't tell which one it is. It's not fingering. It's not. I know it's not fingering. It's too percussive. And the thing is, it's a little too fast for slapping. I'm like, aren't those 16th notes to do slapping with those 16th notes? Ugh. It can be done, but it would be very, very difficult. Because we're talking about that fast, you know. can you slap that fast? You can, but your wrists have got to be incredibly powerful and loose to be able to do that, though. I don't know, man. I'm leaning more toward picking, if I'm being honest. It sounds like, just because of the speed, I'm leaning more toward picking. But it sounds good either way. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
Make you stop. You've been raised in limitation. That club never fits quite right. The time has passed, oh, and without choosing you, thinking of taking light. You're gonna stand around till 2012, 18. What are you waiting for? I said, take shade out. Great, I think I give a great watching you burn past time. Pop that, baby.
Wait a second. They're pulling back on that part. Okay, in the chorus, here, the tempo is established. We hear the tempo, and then they get to that part where they go down the single semitone. The tempo drops ever so slightly. Okay. There's one of two possibilities. One, they're doing that intentionally during the course of playing. Like, they intentionally do that. They intentionally bring the tempo down just ever so slightly. I mean, we're talking maybe 2 to 3 beats per minute. I mean, that's hardly noticeable, but I did catch it. It's because it felt pulled back. And everybody, when they drop down the semitone, everybody pulls back on the tempo just a little bit. Now, that is a possibility. The other possibility is this. In post-production, they went in and they slowed that part down. Now, that would affect two things. One, it would affect the tempo. Two, it would also affect the pitch. The pitch would come down about a semitone. That is possible. I don't know which one it is. I would say it would make more sense, and because it was done so clean and everybody was at the exact same time, I'm leaning more toward post-production. Like, they did that in post intentionally. Why they did that, I don't know. I could not explain that, but it's not unpleasant. It's just it's ear catching, and maybe that's the whole reason they did it. Maybe that is the reason they did it, was just to get your attention. It's possible. I mean, it's absolutely possible. It's different. It's definitely different, though. Let's keep going.
Pop that, baby. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for a written invitation, a public declaration, yeah, a public consolation. Remember when you cross the break, you choose lies. Think I could regret watching you
There were some things I liked. There were some things I wasn't thrilled about. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Incubus with A Certain Shade of Green, and this was a request from Amasaic, and this was actually one of Amasaic's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Amasaic. I hope you enjoyed the show. There were things I was enjoying about the song, and then there were things I was really not that thrilled about, and then there was just some things I was just kind of indifferent to. So, I took everything into account. I came up with the score here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.3. Yep, 7.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let's start with the things I did like, okay? The groove on this song, the drum pattern that was being played, in the overall groove of the song. I enjoyed it. It felt good. It had a nice groove, very reminiscent almost of like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Had kind of a little bit of that funky groove to it. It was nice. It was a really nice groove. I really enjoyed that. The bass playing, I enjoyed that as well. It sounded really good. I still feel like it was pick. But I do feel, for the most part, like after that break, there was that one break at about the minute mark. I feel like he went to fingering at that point because it got a lot less percussive. The attack wasn't so, how should I put this? Harsh is not the right word. It wasn't so impactful. Like there wasn't that impact with each hit. So I think he went to fingering at that point. And I think he also started to incorporate some popping and slapping into it. But prior to that, I do believe he was doing pick and pick alone. But either way, it doesn't really matter. It sounded good. It sounded really good. It had a nice upbeat feel to it. Really matching up with what the drummer was doing, really adding and incorporating a lot of different attacks to what he was doing to kind of get that, to mesh up with that funk feel that the drummer was laying down. It felt good. It felt really good. The two of them together on this song, definitely the driving force. The guitar playing, I was kind of indifferent to it, if I'm being honest. There were things I liked about it. There were things I didn't like about it. Like when he was playing the chords, it sounded really good. Nice, good tone, good chunky sound. When he started doing all the crazy sounds that he was doing, I was like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't even care anymore. I'm beyond over it. So it was kind of a wash for me with the guitar playing. Vocals, if I'm being honest here, very processed. Like almost everything on the vocals was processed and really wasn't too much of a fan of it. I did like the attitude. I did like the approach as far as the attitude goes. I like the feel of his vocals, but I really kind of wish he had taken some of those effects off. They were not necessary. And in a lot of places where they had the effects, not only were they not necessary, they didn't contribute in any way. As a matter of fact, they were a little distracting at times. So I do feel like the vocals were not part of what made this song good for me. I wasn't a fan of the vocals. As far as the tempo I was talking about in the chorus, I did feel the pullback. Now, I was thinking it was maybe post, but the more I listened to it, I don't think it was post. Because the pullback doesn't match with the semitone down. The semitone going down, a full semitone, if we're to go down a full semitone, if you're gonna pull everything back in the mix, like in the post-production, you're gonna lose more than just 2 or 3 beats per minute. You're gonna lose somewhere between 10 to 12. So, and the tempo didn't slow down that much. So the more I think about it, the more I think it was not done in post. The more I think it was done intentionally while recording. It worked. I mean, it absolutely worked. Look, The only reason I could think of that they would do that was to be an attention getter. And it definitely got your attention, without question. It made me go, whoa, wait a minute, what happened there? We dropped down the semitone, but I felt a pullback in the tempo at the same time. So now, like I said, the tempo was slight. I mean, I'm literally talking 2, maybe 3 beats per minute. That's tops. I don't even think I would go high as 3. I'm really leaning more towards 2. It was just enough to make me go, wait a minute, did I hear what I think I heard? And yeah, I did. But it wasn't it wasn't displeasing, okay? It didn't make me go, oh, why'd they do that? No, it just made me go, okay, weird, but okay. But like I said, for it to go down a full semitone like that, that's not post. There's no way. So it had to have been done intentionally. It had to have been. Now look, this was overall, it's a really good song, okay? Overall, and I'm taking everything into account here. Were there things I liked? Yes. Were there things I wasn't a fan of? Yes. Were there things I was indifferent to? Yes, there were. So, I mean, I took everything into account. I added it all up, and I came up with a 7.3. So, 7.3 is where we're at. 7.3 is where we're going to stay. So, 7.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.